My name is Yvonne Grissett, U.S. Army veteran, and I was a 94 Bravo, a cook. I like to bake cakes from scratch. Cakes mean love, home, peace, family, togetherness. I dream of owning my own cake restaurant. I've always baked, even in the years that I was lost. I went into the Army. I was 19 years old, right out of high school, looking for the American dream, and I actually got the American nightmare. I married another soldier who physically and sexually assaulted me for 2 years. It was humiliating, devastating, it was vile, degrading. It was the worst time of my life. I would just drink. Ultimately, I ended up living under a bridge. I had a cardboard box that I had flattened out and some bags of clothes, and it was my life. My alcoholism progressed to full-fledged drug addiction. I was resolved that I had a moral deficiency and this was my lot in life. That was it. I was diagnosed with PTSD in 2011. It was like a weight was lifted because some of the thoughts and things that I did, I could see how it resulted from the PTSD. That I wasn't just drinking myself to death, I was self-medicating. Then I started having panic attacks. I saw my ex-husband on the train. The next day I saw him again. Then I started seeing him in the grocery store, on side streets. My solution was, I'm gonna stay in the house, I'm not going anywhere. 7 or 8 months later, I was in my house with knives stashed all around my house to protect myself. And I knew that I needed help. So I made myself get up, get out, and go to VA. The first therapy that I agreed to participate in was CPT. And I began to recognize how the PTSD affected my thinking patterns so that I could make different choices behaviorally. Then I took prolonged exposure twice, and it was a relief. It was something new, but I knew I had just scratched the surface of my PTSD. I knew I had more work to do. I wanted to address the sexual assault that I had experienced in the Army. My therapist suggested EMDR. We would process some of the hardest memories I had of my trauma. I was reluctant. I didn't want to talk about it. But I knew that if I want to get rid of it, I got to do the work. And I agreed. I would explain to her some of the worst experience that I remember. I remember one time I was laying in bed and somebody punched me in my face and was beating me. I didn't know who it was who was attacking me, but when I finally opened my eyes, here it is, my husband attacking me and beating me, and he had this look like a monster on his face. We processed that with EMDR. And Dr. Doris said some statements. She asked me to repeat it. She says that I'm okay, I'm strong, and I repeated it. And she said, I matter, And when I said, I matter, it came up out of the depths of me. I matter. I said it maybe 10 times back to back to back to back. I matter, I matter. Yeah. I matter. I never even fathomed that I mattered. It was just powerful. It's powerful now. And I walked out of that session like a human being, like powerful, strong, and like courageous, like I went in the military. And that's what EMDR did. EMDR did that. I think a person owes themselves, to make a commitment to themselves to do the best that you can for yourself, especially if you're a veteran. The responsibility is that you learn about your diagnosis, you learn about the treatment options, because you never know what can work. My willingness to try something different is what catapulted me to the person that I am today. And I don't think I'm marvelous. I don't think I'm there yet. But when I open the cake restaurant, I'll be the best me that I can be. That's my dream.